Welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. This video is for you, Cancer, for the week of December 26th. I'm pretty sure it's that Monday of 2022. It's the last week of 2022, so if that's good for you, awesome. If it sucks, then, awesome, I guess. I don't know. But at least going into it, what I'm going to do for you today is a romantic reading to get your energy going into that week, and then get their energy excuse me, going into that week, so you can kind of see where the dynamic is between you two and make some choices that'll hopefully benefit you, that walk into it with some warning rather than no warning. So with that said, I'm going to draw 3 for each and get a good idea of what's going on for you, Cancer, for that week. Hopefully it's something good. I don't know how people shuffle playing cards so well. And here I am doing whatever this is. Alright, but luckily this knows what the question is. So the week going into that, some good messaging there. What is Cancer's partner, Cancer's love interest? What is their energy going into this week? Okay. And that. All right, so Cancer, for this week, the first one that came out for you. Oh, if any of these messages that I start going through don't quite make sense, if they're a little too vague, I do have a second deck here for clarification purposes. Normally I mentioned that by now. It's been a long day. Your first one, though, describing your energy going into that week, is the Lovers. The Lovers is can relate to like a lot of people put soulmate as being one of the main terms to describe it. I like to look at it more through the lens of what I find most important, which is the bedrock of any relationship, and that's having shared values, having values that are aligned. Your core beliefs, your core mentality. If those things don't match up, then you're building the entire relationship is built on uneven ground. So those basic things, if you can't fall back on a sturdy foundation, it's not good. But it seems like your energy going into that is one based, is very based, is very solid. Your values are definitely going to take precedence over everything else. And you have, man, my apologies. So Cancer, you also have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is acting on feeling. But it's taking time with that feeling. It's like a new feeling. You're moving on it slowly, but you're still acting on that. It's definitely taking your time and making sure that it's exactly what you want. And then you have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is dreaming. It's clarity. It's the clouds have parted and you can see clearly. What I'm getting from this is you're going into this week with a very clear and solid emotional mindset, and your energy is going to be very, very obvious. I think that if you've been having some clouded emotion, if things just haven't quite made sense in your mind, that this week you're going to really find your base in your true deepest beliefs, your core personality, you as a person, your deep energy, your intuition. And that's going to give you the basis for carefully working toward progress. So your energy is powerful, but it's slow moving. It may seem like things are going slow, especially if you're usually a fast-paced person. Just trust your gut, trust your intuition, and if things are going to slow down that week, let it slow down, because that's what needs to happen. That is your base energy going into that week. Pretty cut and dry. Having a good emotional foundation is going to benefit you a lot going into that week. Your your romantic interest, they have the Knight of Pentacles, and Pentacles usually represent material objects, but it's the ability to manifest them. So if you're talking about, it's somebody who can get things done in a material sense. If there's a car that needs repaired, this is the person that can manifest that material, situation into a better one, if that makes sense. This person's in a good state of mind, at least in regards to being reliable in that manner. And then you have the Star, which is trusting in themselves, healing from a past relationship, a past romance, a past situation. It is somebody who is getting over whatever that situation may be. So they're in like a healing process. And then you have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away and moving on. It's a reiteration of, if they've been having trouble in their own core, like their own state of mind, their own personality, if they've been having trouble really conveying that, there could be some underlying hurt here, and they may be compensating that issue with some kind of aggression. And I don't necessarily mean aggression isn't a bad thing, but really moving hard towards something. They may seem really hyper-focused on a material thing, like a hobby. Could be something along those lines. And what it's doing is it's not helping them. It is merely a diversion from the underlying issue. So they're having a problem, or had a problem, and they're starting to get over it. They're in the walking away, moving on, and they have this ability to manifest in a material sense. I think this person is probably going to show a little bit of distance this week. They may be quiet about something. I don't know what this thing is they're moving on from. I mean, it could be as simple as, having a problem at work. It could be something that simple, like an altercation with somebody. The issue is they're going to be in a aggressive healing phase in their emotion. And like I said, it could make them, Cancer, it could make them really seem distant, really seem cold, really seem very, very machine-like. They're still making things happen. They're still able to make something work, but keep that in mind when you're dealing with this person, that they may be cold, but it might not be for the reasons that you're thinking. And that explains the dynamic here. You're moving on it in a slow pace, and if you want this to work, I think what you should do is definitely follow your gut on this one. Use your intuition and kind of work to either give them their space and understand that, or try to, and what you don't want to do is like get in between them and their problem, because then it could tear open that wound again, and that's not going to get you anywhere. So tread lightly, take your time. This energy is a good energy to go into this, especially considering how this person, how their energy is going into this week as well. So Cancer, please leave me a comment below. Let me know if this resonates with you, and like and subscribe. And with that, Cancer, I will see you next week.